How's your spirit? Mine, peace. I am walking back from grabbing some drinks and snacks, and I thought I would chat with y'all for a minute, do this little live stream thing. Happy February. Happy Friday the 13th. It's one of those things where 13's a number, like 31. You add it together, you get 4. That's culture and freedom. Like this idea of numbers being bad, and dates and times and this and that. We place too much value on those things. Don't get me wrong. They are signs. They are synchronicities. They are ways of understanding or knowing what's coming. I say all that, though, to say, get out your own doggone way. Quit trying to make something on a particular day. That's craft, it's trickery, it's manipulation, and it's really not worth it. Like, live your life. Yeah, I know everybody talks about this portal, that portal, so on and so forth. Yeah, those are real things. Yeah, we're still at the stages where we're understanding them from a limited concept structure. Okay, so we have the basic understanding of what a portal is, yet we don't have the wisdom to go along with. I would venture to say most of us don't even have the knowledge of a portal. We think of a portal as just a door or simply an opening, an advancement into another something. Yet what exactly that thing is, many people don't know, we haven't tapped into, or enough information hasn't been provided yet. So it's things like that. But the day is still a great day. It started out for me in an amazing way. A gentleman approached me once and he asked me a couple of questions and he gave me money. And he came back a second time and he was like, do you eat? Basically. And brought me breakfast and just shared his testimony with me a little bit and gave me a Bible. That just started my day. Then some little homies left like a third of a J. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be amazing today. So, as always, God has covered me. No matter what it is that I think I need, He knows what's truly necessary in order for me to succeed, and I hang on to that. So anyway, I just wanted to go live for a minute. I'm supposed to tell you, they prey on a mother's fear and a father's pride. So get out of your ego. You can't control any of it anyway. Strengthen up your armor. Prepare for whatever's coming and then leave it in God's hands. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of being a human being. Free will. I really need to go back and focus and study a little bit on this whole earth angel thing. Because, technically, angels are required to do what is asked of them. You know what I mean? Hey, Matriarch, how's your spirit? And if that be the case, then an angel here on earth, must they do as the angels above do? As above, so below. Just out of curiosity, because I like being able to say, nah, God, I don't think that's kosher, and having God be like, excuse you, what do you know what I mean, homie? I'm just saying, I like being able to have an ebb and flow conversation with the Lord, and I don't know if that's what they get up there. You know what I mean? But here's why, I just let me hang out down here. So just come. Yeah, I ain't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? You're good and full. Congratulations, you and your spirit. Um, you know, in this, I'm at this place where it's like, as much as I feel as though my spirit is overflowing, I also feel like I have room for so much more. You know what I mean? My cup runneth over, but my cup is never full. My cup runneth over, but my cup is never empty. That kind of thing. Um, that's the beauty and the blessing of walking with the Most High. I was watching a gentleman's live stream today, and he and other men were discussing what it was like to walk with faith. And that's something I hadn't heard in a very long time. I mean, outside of this stream, possibly, or my live streams, as it were. But yet, like, they were really discussing, how they had to let go of certain people, places, and things in order to achieve their dreams. And once they let go of it, it was like God just showed up on scene and was like, bam, I got you, homie. Here you go. I told you. Sometimes it feels like being out over your skis. Because, like, for me, I've been here a long time knowing God is working. I asked him for something really, really huge twice now, and so he's like, well, girl, get ready. There are a lot of rooms, a lot of people. I had to cut out pretty much everyone I've known. And to be honest, that wasn't that difficult. I am a detachment demon, bro. I do not mind letting the MFer go in a New York minute if that's what it's got to be. What you not gonna do? What you not gonna do? What you not gonna do is disturb this groove. I didn't work too hard to get this piece. I didn't come a long way from a whole lot of things. And if you didn't take me back there, even was lying about how you're going to nurture and love me and respect me and those things, I'm still going to let you know you can kick rocks. I'm not playing that game. There's too many adults in this house. Check out that live stream. It's back there. One of you needs to check out a live stream that I titled The Unraveling. That'll help you out. And some of you just need to start from the damn beginning. Because you got time. About a year or so. Go through my old videos. And you actually focus on the message and not being all up in my motherfucking business. You might actually get something out of it. You say, cutting the dead weight, everyone can. Oh, March Harris, honey. And I mean, I feel like I hadn't cut at least a ton of people, quite literally. A ton in dead weight human beings who mean me, themselves, and no one around them any damn good. By the way, let me tell y'all, I was up the restroom, and I swear I walked past the bus driver to hell walked past the bathroom when I was coming in. There's this older white lady, blonde hair, glasses, suntan van jacket on, or shirt, and she had OPP blaring in her pocket. You down with OPP? Yeah, that song. I was like, oh, I don't even know if I want to go pee while you in here playing that. Like, why are you down with OPP at 60 something? Why? I don't know. I'm sorry. It rubbed me somehow. I don't know what it was. Something about it was just like, that's the first bus to hell. Make sure you go the other damn way. Oh, March, honey. It's not sometimes. What is it? There's a cost. There's a saying. It's like, for every one man that makes it, 1,000 or 10,000 are gonna fall by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So when you think of what's the normal size of someone's community, it's very easy to see how you're going to lose friends and family before you even actually lose the people that you think might be your enemies. Especially if you don't have your head on straight and you can't discern the difference between who's there for you and who's not. March, I'm saying, she just... listen, I've been trying to find these descriptors for the book, the video game, the whatever, right? And so as I look at people now, I see them as the animated characters that they could be. Oh God, and it just tickles my spirit, bro. It's just, I'm like, I don't know what I don't know yet. I don't know. It's gonna be something which is gonna be absolutely fantastic. That's all I know for certain. Me and God, we working on it every day. Um, but it. You just think about it like this: you can witness someone terrorizing their child, or their child being a menace, and see right there that that's going to be a situation where one is going to have to break from the other at some point in order to heal. And in so doing, that means everybody can't go. It's just like that. We make it more difficult than it has to be. As I told people, I say this repeatedly, and I told, listen, when they say forsaking all others, it includes your mother. I don't have to like you to love you, and I can love you from a distance. Those are things that we need to understand. Yes, our daughters may stay home longer than our sons because they should go from safe home to safe home because of the world that we live in, not because they can't defend themselves. And they have every right to do so should they choose to. However, each time we ask one of our young women to stand up in war, whether it's with another woman, a man, or a clan, we risk the potential of stripping them of their femininity, of their womanlyhood. That wreaks havoc on our children because they're our first teachers, our first administrators, our first nurturers, our first leaders. And if we don't trust them, the children don't trust them, and they don't trust themselves, well, hell, y'all might as well get on that damn bus then. So, I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's been an amazing day. Y'all want to see this? Can you see that sky? Isn't that gorgeous? That's God right there. Oh, and that's the gentleman who gave me breakfast this morning. Ironically, his name was John. He also gave me the Bible. John, Mario, Tamar. God's funny like that. Little signs and synchronicities to let you know that He's on your side. When you stop looking for the signs and synchronicities, you know what I mean? Like, stop looking for the numbers and the thing. Let life flow freely through you and look for the thing, the anomalies. That thing that's right there where you needed it to be right in that moment. Treat it like that Resident Evil game I was talking about yesterday. It's just magically a blunt waiting for you. Pick it up. That's God. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful and know that He's working every day in your favor. Here, we'll sit over here on this bench right here, and maybe you guys will get to see um, a bit of the sky changing behind me. It's beautiful out here, though. I know, Mark. Look at God every day. I am amazed. Wow. When I left, this little dude had like two people here. I was like, dang, bro, ain't nobody coming to your birthday party? And I look back up, it's, like 10 of them now. I was like, whew, y'all just got here really, really early to prepare for your party, I guess. But it happens like that. All right. Oh. Uh, all right, let me take my my bag down. I'm wondering if I put it on that side, would it be better? It might be. Oh boy. March, you'll be proud to know that I have some tea and not just coffee, but of course, I do have coffee. Look at that. That's God right there, in all of His divine glory and majesty. And I just don't think enough of us even try to see it, believe it. I know, March. I mean, if you think of it, he says, "Look at me walking." If you think about it, this walk that I just made, it would have been something where I would have to take, a break the next 2 or 3 days. And now I make this walk probably 3 or 4 times a day. That's how amazing God is. And so I don't complain. Sometimes I might ask for a little extra assistance with the pain. And March, that's the absolutely amazing thing about it. You got to remember, I sprained my ankle a week ago. It was only a week ago. But here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh, forgive me. That water was a little too cold. I mean, tea. Tea. Where is my lighter? Oh, in my pocket. Ta-da, look at God. So, like I say, it's been an amazing journey. I have certainly come a long way, as you say, March, and I'm thankful for that every day. So it's part of the reason why you couldn't get me to go back to the time before that, you know. There's going to be, for some people, a lot of slow singing and hand wringing. It won't be me. That's the number one thing. Number two, have mercy. As the prayer goes, I've already forgiven those who trespassed against me, because karma, because God, because the universe, because my ancestors and my spiritual team, honey, they gonna do their own own thing. I was reading, you know what? It's Proverbs. It's what I was reading today. Along with John. But anyway, I was reading Proverbs. Man, I remember when I used to know these things. I was in like middle school. I think that's what it is too. I don't speak about this often, but you all, there are like I did go to church and all those things, like I said, and read the Bible, the Quran, which is why you don't hear me quoting scripture at you today, because it's absolutely pointless, except sometimes, like in this case. So this is Proverbs 6:16. What the Lord hates. The Lord hates 6 things. In fact, 7 are detestable to him: arrogant eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that plots wicked schemes, feet eager to run to evil, a lying witness who gives false testimony, and one who stirs up trouble among brothers. So listen to me. I want you to hear me clearly. Every one of you so-called human beings who came for me in the ways that you have in these last 2.5, 3 years, but really throughout the existence, these are the things that you have done, and these are the things that God despises, detests. So you don't have to worry about whether or not I will rise. You'd better worry about whether or not God's gonna let you. Again, the Lord hates 6 things. In fact, 7 are detestable to him. Arrogant eyes, your ego, your thoughts that you are entitled to something because what? You think you have more value than the one you're taking it from? A lying tongue. Well, that's the narcissist lingo. Y'all been doing that on repeat. It's known as the Playrunners Association. Y'all gonna want to get a handle on it. Because not only are you committing crimes against the United States government and its citizens, but you're committing crimes against God and humanity. Now, if you take all 3 of them and you do your witchery, ditchery do, God's got something for you. I ain't gotta do nothing at all. Hands that shed innocent blood. And yeah, I'ma say it for the record. You out here aborting babies. That includes you too. Doesn't matter what excuse you give yourself. Just know that life chose you and you chose to end it. A heart that plots wicked schemes. Again, the Playrunners Association. Except with that nasty little pedo twist y'all got over there in the Divine Nine Illuminati situation. Y'all thought wasn't nobody gonna ever say anything about what you got going on behind the scenes. Oh, your president's zipping up their pants around children. The British government got little boys jumping out of buildings while they're holding parades and ish. It's all about harvesting innocence, energy, and spirit. It's warfare. We told you a long time ago. What did he say? The revolution will not be televised. This is a fight for your mind. They had your body and soul a long time ago. Feet eager to run to evil. Hey, I want to say this to the black community, or at least the ones that you call the black community. Every time you run and get that quick dollar, that's what we talking about. We talk to you. Every time you'd rather spread your legs than do some damn work, we talking about you. The ones of you who will pimp them same girls out, because you know it's easier to take their money after they lay their ass down than for you to take your ass out there and lay your ass down and do the same damn thing. Talking about you. Yeah, I told you, I had a soft spot for him. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. I am still human. I am in this vessel. I recognize the truth behind a thing that does not make it an okay thing. You did. A lying witness who gives false testimony. Now, how many times have y'all lied? Under oath. You know, every time that you fill out one of these YouTube things where you flag someone or you copyright claim or you copyright strike, you're technically doing that under oath. You go through all of the processes and the things. You have to understand that you are testifying to something. And a lot of you have been falsifying, falsely testifying. You have been lying, not just to YouTube, but to the government, to the people, and to the community. Stupid. And you're doing it in groups, which once again makes it a RICO crime. You idiots. I told you, dumbasses, don't do this. And whatever you do, don't dox me. It's the last thing you want to do. But no one would listen. And one who stirs up trouble among brothers. For everyone who tried to divide the black community, they're talking about you. March says, JP, they have no idea what's coming. The beginning of all knowledge is fear of the Lord. Here's the thing, though, March. Here's the thing. The same book says what? Do not fear. Do not fear. You get 2 choices in this. You can fear him or you can love him, but to know him is to love him. Otherwise, you will fear him. And fear cometh for you. Some of you are already being haunted. You scared to stay in your house because the ghosts are coming for you, and you scared to leave your house because you know the Fed's gonna pick your ass up on a warrant. Don't know what to do with yourself. You see, here's the thing. You know, it's been a long time, but civilization, it runs on a cycle. You understand what I'm saying? Civilizations rise and fall. And we have forgotten that at one time, other civilizations understood magic and craft and things like that. You all have brought it back so that now there will need to be laws and boundaries and standards against or for or around those things. But everything that you did, all of it, has been returned to you 10 times fold. Because you could not help yourselves. You couldn't stop. You became addicted to the bullshit. That what you thought was the ease of it, was the trickery. You were addicted to the magic. And now it's coming back to get you. You can't sleep. You can't eat. You can't think. You can't do nothing. All you think about is where is it gonna come from? Who gonna get you? When they gonna get you? How they gonna get you? Told you. Go look at that video back in my live streams. I don't know where it is, and now I ain't gonna go find. That's your homework. The unraveling, fracturing. You need to look them up. Y'all was talking all that bullshit about how mental health and God ain't real. Well, baby, you about to find out the real deal, Holyfield, all in one fell swoop. He's gonna fuck you up from head to toe. Y'all play too much. I'm childlike, not childish. I'm a child of the Most High. Most importantly, y'all got me messed up out here. I don't know what y'all were thinking. Well, I mean, I kind of do. But it's the ease of it. It's something I could never get with. How's it go? It ain't easy being cheesy. And look at your boy Don today. That orange thing is going through it, honey. He didn't. Wouldn't it be ironic, sardonic, and not too coincidental if the YMW Melly case and the Donald Trump situation went hand in hand? One hand washes the other. Something about the governor's brother, Angela Stanton King. What else? Something about a rig. Something about destiny, my destiny. Oh, baby. I am living in it already. I am looking forward to the next steps. I don't know where it's going to come from, but I know it's coming soon. You should stay tuned into this channel because, I ain't going to tell you everything, but you'll see. Just as March was able to say, dang, JP, you've come a long way since last year, you'll see. March says there is a way onto a man that seemed right, but it leads to destruction. Right. We think that when we get these little things like, ooh, I got my college degree first. Ooh, I make more money than everybody else. Ooh, I this. Ooh, I that. That's God showing us something or giving something to us. Yes, you did, Marcheris. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who hit the likes. Feel free to hit the chat. I'll shout you out. Not that, you have to hit the, whatever. Anyway, doodly-doo. Hit the like, though. Share with it. Do me a favor. I need you to help me grow my community. And by community, I mean my church. This is what it is. God called me to minister last February, not this past, but last year after I died. That was what he told me I had to do. So I went to Instagram and I started over there at first because there was just no God to me in YouTube. Period. And so it was going to take a while for me to come over here and speak about anything godly. I would stick to the topics and opening people's minds to different understandings of the world around them before I would try to minister to them in that other way. Over time, I've come to realize that God has said to me, no, dingbat, the way that you do you is your ministry. I want you to do that freely. So the cannabis, the music, that's why I had to fight the copyright claims on YouTube. That's what my number one focus. It's absolutely brilliant. And I thank God for the brilliance. I thank God that he put it upon me to do it. You see, as I said earlier, each time that you fill out one of those copyright strikes, or if you appeal it, it's a legal document. And you are sending it to YouTube and you're saying, it's not okay. I'm using this for this particular purpose and there should be no reason. But anyway, I fought it and I won. Partly, don't get me wrong, partly I know that it's because music executives and YouTube weren't really thinking about, look at y'all trying to shut me up, trying to put my signal out. Listen, okay, so anyway, you can see I have a thumbnail on my videos back there that says Tadar. Underneath it, you can see what I wrote and I said, this is a community. This is our church. We speak our own little language here. Tadar is one of those things. How's your spirit? Citizens, unpack your... See? So, okay. So I do music streams normally. I do representation streams. So that includes music, movies, documentaries, anything that helps move the conversation forward and the understanding of the things that we're seeing in the world around us and how the past and the present can come together to create this place right now. Anyway, so I had to write all the time, every time and the food shorts, but those are a little bit different. But so I had to write every time. Well, okay, so technically, I think that the food shorts might have gotten me in trouble. It was just a joke to me, right? So Kwame Brown is a content creator who, he's a whole human being, forgive me. Anyway, he had his mama's cooking thing. It came out right around the same time that I started doing my live streams about home healing for the spirit, right? And so I was like, all right, well, your mama raised you 40-something years ago. I started raising people 20-something years ago. So modern mama's cooking. I think that somewhere in there may have been a copyright clash or whatever behind the scenes. It didn't directly involve me, sort of. So anyway, because a lot of copyright things were going on at that time. Kevin Samuels had made it a habit of striking anyone who used more than 25 minutes of his video and didn't clip it. Like weird stuff, like trying to force rules and laws into existence when we already have rules and laws on the books for these kind of things. They just needed to be updated with the times that we live in. Like, for instance, if you're taking a clip from my video, inside of your description or somewhere, it needs to link to say that. It needs to say, like, it's MLA or APA or your bibliography. That thingy, ding, 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 ding. So it's like a bibliography, because content creators, we're not we're not writing books. You know what I mean? We're not at a clearinghouse where someone else is checking to make sure that those things are done properly, right? So you have to have the integrity to say, this is not my original content. This is where I got this from. This is what they've done. Da, 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 da. This is where you can find it. That is what a bibliography is. And these are people out here, I don't care, even the ones that irritate the flip out of me, them stupid dancing videos. Anyway, even they, if they have recreated the content in their own way, they deserve recognition for it and everything that comes with it. And let's talk about it. When you're talking about live streaming content and videos like this, these are prolific content creators. Sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day, they are creating something new and different. Unless they're copying, plagiarizing. We already have a law for that. We already know what it is. You're going to have to make it so you can't steal intellectual property, because at this point, people are trying to steal people's actual freaking memories. One of the wonderful things about me, and one of the reasons why people continue to try and steal my content, is that I can bring a conversation full circle. However we started this conversation, we're going to end it. Now, in the middle, we might talk about a host of things. But I can always make sure you get back to relevancy, to understanding what we're talking about. Having the free will to create. If you're going to litigate that to the point where people have to like, I'm at the point now where I almost respect the tinfoil hat society. Because this mind trickery and bullshit that's been happening in these last couple of years, dude, oh, no way. No. Is that one of the things that Kevin took from Tommy? That is a very terrible thing. It's a very terrible thing. First of all, I want to talk specifically to the Black content creators out here. Because if you don't realize it, you are the original targets for this little scheme. Your big ass fucking egos made the government and the people know that the moment that you could get on camera and run your fucking mouths, you would. And in the same way that you'll do it in drill music, you'll do it in these videos, and you'll sell your damn soul to be able to tell everything. So, when you do something like, say, I'm gonna copyright strike you, other Black content creator, for using my content, you limit both of you. We may both be Black, but our audience is not specifically the same. So if I use your content and put it over here, that puts you in a whole other lane. When you try to cut me off at the knees because you think that I'm growing faster than you, you're a fucking fool. You're doing damage that cannot be undone. For you, no one's going to trust you. It takes time, though. It takes time. Mark, in the beginning, I think it was dry snitching. And then not after a while, it became deliberate. Right around the time that the dingbats was like, "Ooh, we gonna sacrifice." No, the fuck you not. What you not gonna do? See, y'all thought that the sacrifice thing wasn't real. They tried to sacrifice me.
You don't understand. When we started out in this thing, I remember Miss B Finesse being mad at me. She was like, you don't understand. Everybody else started with like 0 people in their chat. Blah, blah. Bullshit. I show up though. I can move a conversation. I can have a conversation. I can speak on multiple topics. Why are you mad at me? You're a goddamn school teacher out here. My bad. Things like that. All of them. I knew not nary one of y'all. Let me help you understand something. And those of you who know, I used to have behind the scenes conversations with other content creators. I would tell them who I thought, what I thought of whom, and whatever. Especially a couple of people. But so yeah, if I thought that you were a washed up has been in a such and such organization, and you thought you could come to YouTube and get your opportunity right here, I said that shit out loud somewhere. You can find it. I never signed any documents, sharing anything with anybody. Simon tried it. Like, y'all have really, I always knew. That's that gift. That's that thing you can't take from me. You keep trying to, but you're not gonna get it. I know. Tonight is Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is the eclipse. We hit the new moon. Y'all gonna be running yourselves ragged, trying to do something that ain't never gonna work. It's gonna land you 6 feet under unconsecrated earth. Stop. Whatever it is that you are thinking about doing, don't do it. You're not a witch. You're just a kid. A kid who made some stupid decisions, apparently. But y'all gotta stop. I'm sure that it was fun while it lasted. But seriously, you're playing a very dangerous game. It's going down very slowly today. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a pretty amazing day for me. You say goodnight. Good night, March. God loves you too, March. Get them gribblers in order. Ta-da! I'm telling you, you got to get it on a t-shirt. Ta-da! Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. I said all I had to say. It's going to be an interesting evening. It felt like it was trying to rain for a second, a couple of drops, and then nothing. So, anyway, keep your spirit up. I'll see you in the streets.